Who else has one?
Wait, look, it's Rebecca.
Hi. Hi.
Hey.
Oh, it's Molly.
Hey, Molly, sorry. Out of my glasses.
Question. How did you know, like, what were the signs that you looked for where you knew you had enough momentum to quit your day job? I'm sorry if you already answered that.
No,
Not at all.
I was in Chicago. I was working in like a bar, and then I was kind of working for Second City here and there. And then I think when they asked me to join the touring company, that was like, you're gone like 3 or 4 or sometimes 5 days a week. So I really just looked at this schedule and was like, I physically cannot be here, sirs. And the owner of the bar happened to be a good friend of mine, and he was like, yeah, you can't, you're quitting. And I was like, no, I'll be back, and like, this is gonna wash out in like 6 weeks. I'll be back. And he was like, I think you're on like a contract. So I quit to tour, and then just never thought, the story of my life is that I'm always like, oh, I'll do this for now, but like eventually I'll have to go back to real life because this is too great, and who the fuck am I to get to do this, right? So I went to tour, and then I was like touring for like a year, and I was like, oh, I guess this is a really great job where I fly all over the country doing jokes. And then they asked me to understudy the ETC stage, and they asked me to join the ETC stage, then I went to main stage. Then I like moved to LA, and I was like, I'm just gonna be there for a couple months, and then I like got on a show, and then I was like, oh, things keep happening that are positive, and I need to actually be grateful for them and embrace them and not think it's stupid luck, and maybe it's a result of working hard and not being a train wreck when you walk into an audition. So that's where I'm at right now, is trying to accept my life as being my real life. Because since 6 years ago when I quit that bar job, I thought that everything I was doing was just a temporary thing. And maybe it was in a weird sense, but...
Well, and I always think that I can always go back to a day job. I never have. I've met comics who are like, I don't know what I'd do. I'm not qualified for anything else. And I was like, hey, you got thumbs. You know? Yeah, you're not, that's just insanity that you think that you are now too good for it. I mean, I've never thought that.
Right.
I'm always super grateful. I quit 13 years ago, and some months are better than other months, and
I would say that, I mean, you're a comic, so my husband's in advertising, and I've worked for different ad firms here and there to pick up stuff, and they love having comedians come and write for them because we don't have like a bunch of weird ad jargon in our heads. We're just like, this is funny, make an ad, Mountain Dew, the end. So if you went and did that, you're still Jackie the comedian. You're just working an ad job right now, which I think is a wonderful free way to be like, I have a day job, but it doesn't define me because I'm still this thing that I've been working on for so long.
yeah, I never wanted a day job that would take what I considered my creative energy.
Oh, you're smart, yeah.
Yeah, because it was sales. It was like I never wanted to be in sales. I come from salespeople, and I could have. I mean, sales is sales. It's a gig, and but it's not. I always thought that would bleed off all of sort of my performance energy. So I always got like the craziest, dumbest. I will answer your phones, and I will digitize tapes, and I will like. I worked at a closed captioning company, but I didn't close caption because I didn't have. I use commas as breath marks. So it's not. I don't have the skills. I don't have the grammar skills.
Yeah, so there's like 2 ways to do it. You can either use your creative energy and get a day job, or you can completely divorce from it and just be like, I'm just going to do data entry or like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
day trading or something. I met a girl who was an actor and she did day trading, and I was like, who are you?
A very similar arc to Tawny for me. I quit waiting tables in 1995. That was the last time I had a day job. But it was when I got hired by the touring company at Second City. And I'm like, well, I need to be available 7 days a month to go to colleges in Missouri. So there's no way I could deliver a sandwich during that time.